Chapter 1. Jessica. Jessica floated up from the depths of a pleasant dream to the fragrant odor of coffee and the sharp scent of pine. The sun had not yet risen, and it was practically the middle of the night. Yet she was alone in the big bed that she shared with her two lovers. Husbands, she corrected herself, but that still seemed surreal. She'd heard a few of the servants call her Lady Azrael, and that also seemed bizarre. No one would have known to call her Mrs. Crowley, or any of Mal's strange names. She still thought of herself as Jessica Charles. My name belongs to me, but they've certainly got my heart. The three of them had been married for a little less than a year, and today would be their first Yule together. They would be celebrating the holiday in rooms that smelled faintly of fresh paint and sawdust and magic. The move had begun over the summer, since, as Mal pointed out to Azrael, our bachelor days are over, and that shoebox you like to call a bedroom is no place to start a family. Jessica had to agree, although she could see that it pained Azrael. You are such a creature of habit. However, once his old furniture had been installed in a lovely west-facing set of rooms, Azrael revived and appeared to take pleasure in renovating and decorating the new suite. He even decided, upon further inspection in better light, that some of his old furniture was only fit for burning. Azrael especially liked the kitchen, which had to be built into the rooms with a combination of creative engineering and magic. It was 3 times the size of his old kitchen, with a spacious breakfast room and an entirely separate formal dining room.
Because if the most powerful wizard in the world insists upon poaching his own egg every morning, he should at least not be able to turn around and set it on the dining table without taking a step,
Mal had said.
I had to take a step, Azrael grumbled. I had to take 2. Yes, during which you usually tripped over me. I have tripped over you exactly twice that I can remember. It was twice too often.
Jessica thought privately that the bigger suite was an improvement, simply because they didn't exactly live alone. Lucy was spending more time outside her bottle than she had in years. Mal noted the fact to Jessica, without bothering to explain why. The explanation was obvious. Lucy and Mal were getting along. Not all the time, not in every way, but the constant threats had ceased. It was no longer unpleasant to be in the same room with them. Azrael's relief at this situation was evident. However, he still seemed surprised when Mal said one evening, in the dark against his ear,
You should give Lucy her own room. You think she'd like that? I know she would. And clothes. You should give her some real clothes and jewelry.
Jessica was confused. The clothes she makes from magic are beautiful.
I know, said Mal, but her repertoire is limited. No master ever gives her anything to wear, or any place to sleep, anything of her own. Why should he? Why spend money on clothes for her when she can make them out of magic? Why give her a room when you can just send her back into her bottle, when you can put her in a drawer like a tool you've finished using? Mal?
Now Azrael sounded hurt.
I know you didn't think about it, said Mal. I know she didn't ask. She'll never ask.
He hesitated for a heartbeat, and then added,
Don't tell her it was my idea.
Jessica reached across Azrael in the dark and stroked Mal's velvet panther head. You are so good sometimes. After a long moment, Azrael said quietly,
Thank you, Mal,
and rubbed his ears until he purred himself to sleep.